Actually, all right, aren't they? I know. Look at them.
Hung like a
So
squirrel.
to my kids, I'm sorry.
Big Jim is hung like a squirrel.
I'll be honest, I need an extra small. I need an extra small. I know
Big
what you're
Jim is
thinking.
hung like a squirrel.
He's got a banana down there.
I know. Gosh.
Jim.
Get the shirt off, seriously. Seriously, I will get the shirt off. Stevie.
Tops off.
The shirt ain't going off.
Oh, get the shirt off.
Tops off.
The kids are watching.
Tops off.
I'll take the shirt off at the end, No chance. Stevie, you sing your song. Your initiation song, and I'll take the shirt off at the end just to see. My wife's watching at home with the kids. Yes, I know I told you that I've got a six-pack and we keep the lights off. You will see I haven't, and I'm sorry. Stevie, initiation songs, where are we? I lost throughout the show. Where are we?
Jim, I always go back to an Irish favourite. So low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Hey, baby, let the free birds fly. Our love is on the wing, on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing, It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Thank you.
Very good. Very different to my Vanilla Ice Baby. Imagine how that went down on the Scotland bus after we absolutely hammered Romania. Let's have a look. Let's get back into the rugby. And let's have a look at the head-to-heads. My darling wife at home, I am sorry, but my quads look big and my belly doesn't. Right, head-to-heads, let's have a look. The all-important thing, looking into this third test match, we obviously want to win. I have gone for the great and powerful Alan Wynne-Jones and Lou Diaga as well. We will see them pop up on screen. Big thanks to Rugby Analytics as well for producing the stats. Now, these stats don't really show the picture, do they? Because obviously Lou came off the bench to play Alan Wynne-Jones. But like you mentioned as well, the maul is going to be huge. The weight in the scrum. Lou Diega's obviously at Sale now. He's a fantastic scrummager, a fantastic mauler. We are getting to the dark arts of the games, ladies and gentlemen. It isn't. I'd love to be sat here and we're talking about Cheslin Colby up against Josh Adams. That's not what it might win the game. It'd be great to see some tries, but that part of the game with them two is going to be my head-to-head. Obviously, Alan Wynne-Jones, Eben Etzebeth, I've gone for them for the past 2 weeks. Adam, Bongi, Umbanambi versus the Sheriff. You know very well. They're your head-to-heads, aren't they?
Yes, I did say earlier about Bongi. I think he's the best scrummaging hooker, and if we can deal with him, if Ken can deal with him, we'll win the game. Because Malherb's average at the moment. Kulchof's, he's good, but this kid he's only 5'8", and he's about 110 kilos, but he's an unbelievable scrummager. And if Ken can deal with him, then we'll win the test. We'll win, I promise you.
Is Ken big enough or not? I know that sounds a stupid thing to say, right? And again, just, for the layman, right, we're looking at the size of the South African pack. When we're doing these head-to-heads, Lou Diaga versus Alan Wynne-Jones, Lou Diaga is much bigger than him. Do you know what I mean? The Sheriff, he's obviously fantastic.
He's taller than him. He's taller than him.
He's tall, yeah, he is. I mean...
Yeah, he's not... Like, Ken would be about 110 kilos. Bongi's probably about 112, 13. And it's not a matter, but he's full of muscle, and that's the thing. And he's such a technically good scrummager. Like, Ken looks lovely there. But if Bongi goes after his left shoulder, then he could cause problems. But
I'm convinced.
Jeez, I'd love to be 110 kilos. That'd be nice to get down to that weight, wouldn't it?
Well, Andrew, we need to be quick through yours. I'm struggling. I'm thinking you're going to be out of breath by the time you talk about it. But your head-to-head is Delande and Bundyaki.
Yeah, and listen, Bundyaki comes in to give us a focal point in attack, the physicality. He can get us through that defensive line and get some post-contact meters that hopefully get us on the front foot and give us some momentum. Delande, the only time the Boks really go outside of the driving maul or the kicking game is they ship Delande up the middle, down Bigger's channel, and that's how they get over the gain line, get the Lions retreating in defence, and then continue their momentum gain. So it's a massive heads up from these two, and hopefully Bundyaki with 250 kilos on the squat is going to get us through the contact and get us some momentum this weekend.
Stevie, you're looking at the bench, you're looking at the fly halves, Finn Russell coming on against the nemesis, Mornay Stain as well. How do you see this unfolding? Can it be, you know, has Mornay Stain got it in him? Can Finn Russell come on and be the maverick that we think he is?
Yeah, the bench won the first game for the Lions, and then it won the second game for South Africa. I played against Mornay Stain at under-21s. Ruan Pinar was scrum half. Mornay Stain was out half, and he was just unbelievable, and he's just kept going. I think he's somebody that you can bring off the bench and know that he's going to kick that winning penalty, and that's why I'm surprised that Owen Farrell isn't on the bench for the British and Irish Lions, because Finn Russell, I'm not sure, his kicking accuracy off the tee wouldn't be the world's best, but you can certainly rely on Mornay Stain for that. It's intriguing because these are two completely different players. You know, Mornay Stain showed in the first test that he just kicks the ball and hopes that there are other guys around him can make his tackles. And Finn Russell, he can pull a rabbit out of his hat. No chip kicks. I know I've said it before many a time. That's all well and good doing that in the top 14. But when it comes to international test match rugby at the highest level, you got to be so accurate, or it can cost you 5-7 points off the back of it. So for me, the bench yet again is going to be the winning factor in this match. Well, when I was in Paris with Finn Russell, he pulled a rabbit out of the glove box of the white Lamborghini, I'm telling you now. So let's hope he can do that, genuinely. LJ, before we go into our predictions and we wrap it up, we're going to come to you with the question of the night to win the vintage bottle of Famous Grouse and a British and Irish Lions jersey that I haven't touched, good, but Adam Jones and Stephen Ferris have. Who are you giving it to?
Well, I think in honour of the arrival of Courtney Ferris this week, we have to give it to Abby after a wonderful question about your girls all getting into rugby.
Thank you very much.
Of course, big round of applause. Drink responsibly. I don't know if you've drank whiskey, but it is an acquired taste, but it's a lovely drop. I should say that. Of course, yes, you will help us, sir. Thank you. Bomber, let's go to predictions then. I know it's easy to sit here and say who we think, whatever. So I want predictions, and also I want your thoughts that if it is a draw, which some people have predicted, whether or not we should just throw it all out there and just say, right, golden goal or whatever you call it, or extra time till someone wins.
I think we're going to win by 3 points, probably like 21-18-ish.
Hand on heart, you believe that we'll win?
Yes.
Okay, sir. I like that. I'll run through a wall for you. That's all I'm saying. Goode?
Yeah, I mean, coming into tonight, until I listened to Adam Jones, I was convinced the Springboks were going to win by 6 points. Now, listening to Adam Jones, I'm going to say the Springboks are going to win by 3 points. So the margin got smaller. But listen, I do believe we can win it. My heart wants the British and Irish Lions to win. My head's just saying that second half last week of what the Springboks did to us, and they're a risk-adverse team, aren't they? So I think that they're just going to try and control the pace of the game again. They'll have too much physicality for us, unless Finn comes on and wins it for us in the dying embers.
Yeah, Steve, can you see it being a draw? I never call you Steve, it's so regal. Fez, Stevie.
Steve.
Can you see it being a draw? Please don't say it. Please, imagine what an anticlimax it would be if we saw a draw. But you can see it,
But
can't
Warren
you?
Gatland's talked about it. Warren's actually said today that he wants it to go to extra time. And it needs the agreement from World Rugby, from the Springboks as well, if it's a draw.
And can it? Have they said that or not?
I think they're trying to get to a point, and it needs the Springboks to agree it and World Rugby. I'm sure they can try. It's just whether World Rugby are probably on their holidays somewhere, because they took about 3 weeks to punish Razzie Erasmus as well, didn't they? So
well, they'll be watching this. So anyone from World Rugby, I mean, we are credible media, as you can see. Big thank you to Budgie Smuggler. Actually, I know exactly. I wish it was. Yeah.
It's a pip. It's not an overview.
Stevie, seriously though, if there's a draw, obviously let's put a bit of pressure on them. Do you know what I mean? Because we don't want to see a draw, do we? We saw that in 2017, and it wasn't anticlimax. It was amazing. Yeah. But having seen what we've seen this tour, it would be not a disaster is the wrong way. We don't want to go too extreme. We don't want to see a draw, do we?
No, we don't want to see a draw. But like, it doesn't matter what level you play at. You learn from your mistakes, and the British and Irish Lions are going to learn a lot from last week. I don't think they're going to get manhandled in the scrum. I don't think they're going to get mauled off the pitch. I think it's going to be extremely tight. I've got the first 2 weeks wrong. I went for South Africa in the first test. I went for the Lions last week. So I'm going to go for South Africa again this week. So that the Lions win. So that's the way I'm going to go for it. And hopefully I'm proven wrong yet again, Jim.
Well, I'm such a turncoat, Bomber, because you're taking me on the next tour as social line-out secretary. I'm going to go for the Lions. I don't know. Look at Goody looking at me like you're a turncoat, aren't you?